So let's welcome YouTube over as well. Hello Luke and chat. This episode is dedicated to Afterbirth. Thank you for your support on Patreon last month. Your name is off the list, but in a good way, I mean. Let's go to Eden. And just for clarity's sake on the YouTube side, we are recording this on my birthday. Before moving on to Princess Leia. Before moving on to playing party games for the rest of the night. We also started with Cricket's Head. Pandora's box on the first floor, I don't remember what it does. Ooh. Tear rate is pretty good as well. So is our speed. It's just our HP, which is pretty bad. Hopefully we can kill fast enough that that won't be an issue. We're also recording this just after Nintendo's sort of almost conference, but not conference because they didn't pay E3 anything and are just happening to host it the day after the conference is finished. Because they've worked out that's a good way to do it, still get the same audience share and not have to pay for any kind of like massive conference where they usually end up having issues anyway. I still remember the Skyward Sword demo on stage. Poor Miyamoto. He doesn't deserve that to happen to him. So anyway, I didn't watch the Nintendo thing because I don't care about Nintendo for the most part. I watched a bit of the Pokemon stuff last week because I do care about what style the new Pokemon game is going to be. They announced a Switch Animal Crossing. They made a non-announcement about Breath of the Wild 2 because they didn't really do much. It was just like, hey, by the way, we're making this. Like, obviously you are. As bad as the first one was, lots of people bought it. 2 new people got added to Smash, I think. What else was there? Was there? Did you poop at the start of a stream again? Come here. I think she did, and I think she ate it. Bad girl. Yeah, she definitely did, because you stink. It was worth it! That was horrible. Or maybe she just had massive gas, but I saw her like at the mat when I looked, and then she looked up at me. I think she ate it. Thank you, Reiji, for 20 months with Twitch Prime. That is a very distracting stink. You didn't leak somewhere, did you? I looked back and you were linking the carpet, or not the carpet, the mat again. Sora, hey. Bad. That's not how I saw the stream starting. She did not get me pooped for my birthday. She got me horrible odors. I can make enough of those by myself. Bad. She came over to me looking for attention. Got a boop on the snoot. I don't like disciplining you, but there is no excuse for you eating poop. You get fed more than enough. I don't need luck. Well, Lucky Rock gives you crap tons of money if you have bombs. But we don't have a lot of bombs. Yes, I would say that's a fair thing to call a shitty present. But anyway, we were talking about... Well, I was asking more so than talking about like what else was shown at the Nintendo thing. The 2 new characters in Smash were Banjo, Kazooie, and generic hero from Dragon Quest games, I think. Was that it? I don't think there was anything else revealed. Oh, they showed off like not the Wind Waker. Link's Awakening. That's the one. That's got a release date now, right? The remake of that. I'm moderately interested in that. I love the Game Boy version of that. I think it's a pretty good Zelda game. The thing I remember most about that one is cheesing the shop. Like, if you steal anything from the shop, if you go back in, the shopkeeper just kills you. But because of the way saving and whatnot works in that game, at least on the Game Boy, go in, nick something, go back in, die, rinse, repeat until you stole all his stock. And it was a way to cut out a lot of the rupee grinding to afford, like, I think he sold the shovel, maybe some bottles, I don't really remember. Hello Seeker. I didn't watch the Square Enix conference either, but that's because it was at like 3 AM for me. I did, however, watch the trailer for the Avengers game, and the Final Fantasy VII one, and the Final Fantasy VIII remaster one as well. All of which I thought looked good. Not great, but good. They weren't exactly clear about what exactly the Avengers game is, but thankfully the press release afterwards and the description on the site itself were a bit more clear. Really the only thing I need to think about now is, do I want to go back for that trinket? But we didn't get any bombs, so nuts to it. We'll get to what I did on Monday. We're talking about E3 related stuff first. I'm just double checking what the dog's doing as well, but she's sodded off. Hey, we have a map. So essentially the Avengers game by Crystal Dynamics is going to be either a single player or multiplayer, you can choose. And it's going to be just like a next gen Marvel Alliance, more or less, as far as I can tell. So a mixture of set pieces and just kind of like brawling, which I'm fine with, incidentally, I don't have a problem with it. I do have a bit of a problem with some of the voice work, like the person they've got voicing Captain America in the trailer at least, and it won't necessarily be the case in the full game. Something's still alive. He sounds Canadian, and I find that quite funny that Captain America sounds Canadian. Just I think it's the very first line he has just sounds super Canadian the way he pronounces it. Clearly it's been a while since you played Final Fantasy VIII if you think the gameplay in the remaster trailer looks exactly like that game did. Or I guess maybe if you played the PC version was upscaled and looked a bit neater. I played many iterations of Final Fantasy and the difference was notable to me. But yeah, it's not that far removed from how the PC version looked. Hello Echo. The game Captain America had a super Bostonian accent? No, he had a Canadian accent. Like the very first thing he says sounds super Canadian. I don't remember what his first line was now, I just remember thinking at the time, wow, why does he sound Canadian? You've also got to remember, I think it's going to be especially true with that Avengers trailer, yeah, the game's probably going to look really nice when it's out. I don't think it's going to look as nice as they made it look. They can... Because there's an interesting distinction in this statement, actual gameplay footage and in-engine footage, and I'm pretty sure the Avengers one just said it was like, this is in-engine. And that's kind of like how they're getting around the Watchdog thing from when Watch Dogs was originally shown and it looked fantastic and then it was downscaled. It's not a lie to say it's in-engine, but it doesn't necessarily reflect how it's going to look when it's done, depending on what they have to scale back. Thank you, Uber! I would like 2 more pennies, if only I had a bomb and a shiny rock from the last level. But no! What's this called again? Is this pointy rib? I never even paid attention to the bone item I picked up. That's unfortunate. We still want to deal with the devil even though I don't think I have enough HP to gamble because we can use Pandora's box and get a free, at least one free item. I can't remember if it's 1 or 2 now. Why did I get a heart there? Oh, because it died. Oops. That dodge was terrible. That wasn't even a dodge. Okay, I didn't need the heart yet, so I've still got spare hearts. Although actually it was a much easier tell. My deal with the devil chance would go down to 0. What else? Oh, hello Vice President. What else was at the Bethesda conference? Because that's another one I didn't watch. I watched the Doom gameplay trailer. And I like Doom. I don't like Bethesda, but I like Doom. Also, apparently that does not work the way I thought it did. I must have confused it with a different item. But it did give me bombs. And we need those. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I just earned my PhD thanks to you. Oh yeah, that well-known good pill, Something's Wrong. I don't know if I should go in the double key room because I don't really want to re-roll. I'm going to go have a look anyway, why not? Let's gamble. Look at me, I'm Pagliacci. So now we can talk about what I did on my day off, and the answer, honestly, is not hellish much. It's kind of chilled out. I had the first takeaway I've ordered this year. I decided to treat myself to a pizza for my birthday. And I ordered just a pizza, and I ordered a big garlic dip with it. Delivery driver arrived, handed me the pizza, then started walking away, and I said, "Hey, where's my garlic dip?" She checked her note and she said, "You didn't order one?" I knew I did, but I went, "Oh, okay," because then I looked and noticed there was a second box on top of my pizza order, and it was a box of cookies that they do. So there was clearly some kind of mess up somewhere, but all I know is I paid £1 for a garlic dip I didn't get and got £5 worth of cookies for free, essentially. So I'd say that's a win-win. I counted it as a birthday treat. I can't remember if I said hello to you, Supernova, or not, so hello again if I did. And hello, Loston. But yeah, that's about all. I did some painting. I posted some painting updates as well.
Oh.
Thank you, Echo, for the bits. Happy the Frog gave me legal counsel and recommend I say happy birthday. That's good advice. Listen to the frog. I'm ignoring your second child. You know what? I did miss your pop-up. I'm sorry. Thank you, Ty, for 18 months in a row. Happy name day. Alright, our second Twitch baby name will be Neglect. For multiple reasons. What else did I do on Monday? Oh, I know what I did on Monday. I got caught in a rainstorm or a thunderstorm. That wasn't very fun. It was just nice and clear, and then all of a sudden, not just super heavy rain, but also exceptionally loud thunder. And that made it slightly stressful because I had just read a story in the morning about some hiker up a hill, I don't know if it was in Scotland or England, that died, and they wondered why, and then realised, oh, she got struck by lightning. Well, thankfully I never saw any flashes. I think the storm was actually happening like over the hills, but you could hear the thunder, and my god was it loud. So I got soaked, so I don't know if what I'm experiencing right now is just allergies playing up or the start of a cold after getting caught in that, but because it was warm, I was wearing my small jacket as well. I wasn't wearing like my big normal coat that would do like rain and snow and stuff. It's like, bleh. Just came home and had a cup of tea. So yeah, my voice is a little rough even though I haven't been doing any talking today. Well, much. My mother stopped by for a visit, but then she had to go away for the day, so I had to go do my own shopping in the village as opposed to going to a supermarket. It's very hard to to find meals for a week if you're not at a supermarket. I mentioned before already, but for those fellow nerds into models, my sister got me the Parliament of Owls for the Batman miniature game for my birthday. And my mother got me Rebirth Batman and a Primaris Librarian. And this was from a big selection of like stuff I wouldn't mind getting that I provided to my sister, and then my sister, without my knowledge, shared it with my mother as well. Because she didn't know what to get me either, because I don't really ask for anything. So sadly I did not get Killer Croc, which is kind of the one in the list I gave that I wanted the most, but I didn't say that because I wanted to be surprised. Yes, my mum also got me a birthday card littered with puns that would make Twitch chat jealous, that I despise. I haven't ripped it yet, because it's my birthday today. But as soon as my birthday's over, like as soon as it hits 1 minute past midnight, that card is getting ripped up and thrown in the bin. You like Fida's gifts? That's fair. Read the puns? I posted a picture of the card on Twitter. I'm not going to recite them because it might summon some kind of... Oh, it's Caves XL, no wonder. It might summon some kind of demon. I did share with the class. You'd be surprised if you don't use Twitter how much I shitpost on Twitter. It's my primary source of communication outside of these streams. Thank you, Flik fan. Go do what you gotta do. Also, to get a bit more nerdy, the Rebirth Batman, which is like the Batman from the run after the New 52. In terms of like how he is on the table, he's very interesting. He's very, very expensive. I think he might be one of the most expensive Batmen that I have. Nightmare Batman might be more expensive. I don't quite remember. but he's got very, very high willpower, and he has a special rule called the world's greatest detective. And the way it works is once you've raised the plan, so all your tokens on both sides are put out, and you know who's going first for that battle round, he can pick a model on the enemy side and say, pass a willpower roll, or he has to activate first. And a willpower roll is you have to roll equal to or under your willpower on 2 dice. And if you force it to be a henchman, henchmen have like 4 or 5, maybe 6 willpower. So it's pretty hard to roll equal to or under on 2 dice. So that gives him a lot of control if you're able to dictate, because even if your opponent's going first, you force someone to go that's not like involved in where a rumble's happening. I have seen, well, I mean, I watched the Microsoft conference live yesterday, not yesterday, Sunday, with a lot of you, so I saw Keanu. I've seen some of the memes involving him being all wholesome and the wholesome heckler, and then CD Projekt Red giving the heckler a free copy of the game, and then inevitably the internet finding the reason to be cynical about it. Oh, this is going to encourage everybody to be hecklers now because they'll get free games. No, that's not how it works. Also, heckling is usually negative. I did hear about the positivity heckler during the Bethesda thing, which was most definitely either someone taking the piss or a hired stooge who was way too overeager. But honestly, of course Bethesda had to do that. They've been messing up. There was no way they were going to let the audience be silent or boo. They filled the seats with their employees or paid shills. I love Todd Howard's. Howard. He's the best. It was worth it! Just ice. Thank you, Evil Vice President, for 25 months with a tier 1 sub. Shiny new button, I must press it. I'm that way when I'm... I was going to say at the death machine, but that sounds way too horrible. Hello, I have 99 bombs. Remember when I said I wouldn't need shiny rock because I'm not getting any bombs? That was a funny joke. Ha 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 ha. Don't read too much into it, it's fine. Just a little death machine. Perks or the chariot? I'll take the perks pill, I think. Well, yeah, exactly. They had to do it based on both reaction last year and the shitstorm they've had since then. Although what I will say is, from what I've heard about what they're changing about Fallout 76, they're basically doing what I said they should do to save it. The one thing I want to know for sure is, are they changing the base game to purely be cooperative, and that's why they shoehorned in the Battle Royale mode, or is it still... are they trying to push a PvP mode that doesn't work in the base game? Also, is it only 4 players now? Because I know they're adding NPCs and quests and stuff that it should have had already, and that's what I said they had to do if they wanted anybody to give it another chance. Because I did notice, like, I watched the trailer about the NPCs coming back, and I don't think you ever saw more than 4 players, so that's why I'm curious about it. I believe at most there was 4 people when they were cooperating, they weren't aggressively fighting each other. So that has me a bit more intrigued. A Fallout Battle Royale would never work instantly though, because the Fallout games have absolutely terrible combat without VATS that works properly. So it would not work in a Battle Royale environment. This is not the Gertie that spawns all the time, but she's in the spawning mood. Also, the update that adds NPCs and stuff is a free title update to anyone who owns it, so they're not charging for that, but I think the Battle Royale mode is being charged for, which is also very stupid. The Battle Royales that got successful are as such because they let people try it for free. Luck up. Ooh, bad draw. Especially because I can't really safely get in close enough to stab him with my ribcage. Well, we'll call that even. Ooh, yes please. There's my real birthday present. Baden. You just need access to the... Oh, right. Are we talking about when we play Jackbox? Yeah, you don't need a copy of the game or anything like that. Hang on, just preemptively. You literally can play from your browser, your phone, and we do it all from there. And people from Discord can join as players, as long as anyone in the call with me gets in first, and then anybody from Discord, from the audience on Twitch, can join the actual audience. And their function differs depending on what game we play. Sometimes they just guess who's going to win, sometimes they actively are a player, etc, etc. We are playing Jackboxes today, but if we don't get enough people present to actually join in the audience and it starts getting a little slow, what I might do is, just before the stream, I reinstalled Doom 2016, which I did always mean to play on stream, but OBS had issues with it and it just wouldn't display, or it got frozen in a similar way to like the previous Metro game. Tried it today with Streamlabs OBS and it seems to work fine. And I really like Doom 2016. I played it for my own self off stream because I couldn't get it to stream. I am interested in the next one despite it being associated with Bethesda. And I think it might just be a laugh because it's heavy metal and demons who are scared of the character you're playing as, and that amuses me. Because Doom Guy is a badass. So yeah, that's if we don't end up playing Doom today, if we do have a sizable enough people joining for the audience for the Jackbox games, I'll probably start it tomorrow. Because I'm eager to after... It's not even that I'm like looking forward a huge amount to Doom Eternal, it's just like I watched Doom Eternal... Oh, it's a reroll. The sun. Do you think I should reroll, chat? I'll let chat stew on that for a little bit. Immediately got 2 yeses. I noticed that we didn't get any do it pussies. I would lose Abaddon, yeah. But my damage is almost certainly going to go down. I can say that for almost certain. Flip the Casey. I'm going to trust chat on this one. Normally I'd flip the coin. I mean, it is a good run, but at this point, barring me being too distracted by chat, we're gonna win for sure because our damage is really good and our tier rate is really good. The reroll puts it back in question.
It don't matter.
We could end up with absolute
None
garbage. Also, thank you, LowJack22, for the incredibly generous gift. Or protection money if you value your kneecaps. Happy birthday. Here's some digitalized green cloth in which we will translate to goods and services. Humans are weird. Thank you. You know what that's going to cover? That's going to cover me acquiring Killer Croc. Also, I'm going to go see what's in the item room first and then reroll. I don't remember if a 6 is the one that rerolls the floor, but if it's a bad item we can pick it up and then that way it's taken out. Hello, Earthon. It's a pretty okay item. I'll leave. Well, yeah, I'll leave it. We're re-rolling. Even though I can't remember if the 6 is the one that re-rolls pedestals as well. I think it's the one that does that. You like Killer Croc? Me too. Well, we got the Yes Mother transformation. Our damage halved. Although, this seems okay. I don't know if I want to pick up Ludo. I am a wizard, thank you for asking. Oh, we have 2020. That would mean we'd have 2 Ludos. Alright, we've got to do eat, so I will. So yeah, I was going to say we should have at least one little orbiting dealie. That does invalidate Little Brim, but it also does mean, incidentally, that it will not be Contagion or whatever it's called in the item room. Because it is the 6 that rerolls everything. Is that Euthanasia? No, that's Synth Oil. Why is our damage so low if we have Synth Oil? I don't think that does... Oh. Oh. Is it going to be harder to win now? Which is apparently what I wanted. Mistakes were made, yes. You're going to have King Shark in your Joker crew as your big hitter. That's a good choice. I saw him in a battle report where he did well. This is a little strange that I don't have control over these. They just appear. Are they left behind when I kill? No, they just kind of chill by the door, I think. So smaller rooms will have the advantage. I will bounce 4 meters in there. And then 5 meters in the air. Spider mod! Could have taken Hive Mind, but meh. Oh, I forgot to check my bombs. My bombs have an interesting effect. Because we have sad bombs, that explains it. Little zombie friendo. I think mechanically Killer Croc and King Shark are similar on the table. Oh yeah, I finished painting the Dark Knight Rises starter set today, so after I do one more match with the Gotham City Sirens, I'll do both sides from the starter set, see how they do. Oh, a new Batman Battle Report did go live before I started streaming today. The first one that had the new lighting that Alana provided. And then there's another one up in about 4 days, I think. You've never seen those green balls before. Now we know who hasn't spent a night with the Hulk. Immediate regret coming in here. Unless they're stupid enough to appear on my bouncing ball, of course. Killer Croc has cannibalism. Yes, he does eat people. And of course, as was expected after both Rocksteady and WB Montreal went on the record as saying they wouldn't be E3, there was no Batman game reveal. That doesn't mean that there isn't one being made. It's almost certain that WB Montreal is making a Court of Owls Batman game. But it might mean that it's not ready yet. Because I feel like if it was going to be a Christmas release or Q1 next year, they would have shown something to start the hype train now. And if it's not going to be Q1 next year, that makes it more likely for like Q3 or Q4. I do not see them doing Q2. And that's disappointing because that's a long time to wait. But we did get a release date for Code Vein, which is fun. It's not too far off. A bit further off than I was expecting, given how it basically seems like it's ready, but if they want to fine tune it, they can go right ahead. Thank you, Rydog. A gentleman never tells. Am I going to get the PC version of... Is the PC version of Code Vein, like, is there a Steam page for it? Because it is Epic Store exclusive. Although I don't think Namco Bandai are having any of Epic's shit, but I'm not sure. Because they might too get lured by the, here, we'll give you a big bunch of money and then also you don't have to pay 30% off every sale. No Steam Store page yet. That's worrying. If the worst comes to, like, if it is an Epic Epic Store exclusive, I'll just get the PS4 version. I don't mind. I don't think it looked bad playing it on PS4. I put it this way, it ran a lot better in that network test on PS4 that we played than World does. Oh, it's the other one. We are becoming one of Nurgle's chosen. Chosen undead. There was quite a few games I was interested in E3 though. I am interested in Cyberpunk, I'm interested in the Avengers game. There was a couple of indie ones I'm blanking on that we watched during the Microsoft conference that looked good. Dying Light 2 had a little bit of a showing. Can't remember what else there was. Which one was Gods and Monsters again? Was that the one where the girl was hugging the furries? There was no mention of Dino Crisis, no. I did not watch the Ubisoft conference. However, upon hearing about what was in the Watch Dogs Legion trailer, I did watch that. And I wish I could play it. I mean, I guess I could play it on console, I suppose, but I would like to make an army of old ladies to take back post-Brexit Britain from the establishment. It looks like it could be a lot of fun. I didn't get confirmation of which one Gods and Monsters was. Oh wait, no, that's the Ubisoft one set in ancient Greece. Never mind, I did not see that. What was I confusing that with? Oh, one I missed from... I think it was maybe just shown at the PC show, but it's essentially Prop Hunt, but it's like Ghosts and Ghost Hunters. That could be fun. That looks like a really decent... Well, it looks like Secret Neighbor, but done better, honestly, if you saw us play Secret Neighbor. So that could be a fun kind of like stream party game. We've had our item room. Yeah, we're just gonna go. Please poke out on this door, lots. Do 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 do. I've lost track of my tier. Oh, there it is. Look at those balls bouncing. I haven't seen this many balls bounce since... Never mind. Spiritfarer is the weird furries game. Ooh, that's a good find. There goes our damage. Wait. Yeah, has the prop. There goes our damage. Thank you, Eon Kitty Hawk, for also 35 months with a tier 1 sub, and for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. You kind of want them to do something like Legion in the Assassin's Creed world. Isn't that what Black Flag was? Well, it wasn't one of the Assassins. Which one was it? There was an Assassin's Creed game where you did go around recruiting people. I just don't remember which one it is. And obviously, I know it's not exactly the same, and that's what you're meaning, but there is one that's similar. All old ladies. It's gotta be the Queen taking back Britain. Enough of this Brexit shit. Let one handle it. Well, that's true, you never got to play with others, and yeah, the Watch Dogs games do have co-op. I never played Watch Dogs 2, but I did play the entirety of Watch Dogs 1. It was very generic. But it was made by Ubisoft, so that's kind of expected. Oh, Greed's Gullet. Nope, that's not Greed's Gullet at all, never mind. That is Sack of Sacks, which we had prior to the reroll, I think. Thank you, Rydog, for the bits. Waiting for the Flik MCN visit from the Frog. Multi-channel network? Infested? I really am blessed by Nurgle today. And thank you for sharing the emotes with people as well by using the Pride stuff. My search for the second wing continues. Although I have both in Discord. Just don't tell Twitch. It's Edmund and Tommy. Well, now just Edmund. Do I want just red chests? No, because I'll forget to drop it. We all know I will. Oh, right, we had a I Can See Forever pill. I'm trying to think what else I've been up to, but not very much, honestly. I didn't fancy getting, like, it's been a usual tradition for a few years now that roll around my birthday when I do the weekly shopping that week. I'll just pick out a ridiculously childish cake and have that and share it with the family. But this year, my sister's busy with work. My mother was actually, like, she stopped by in the morning yesterday, but then she had to go away for the day. So it was like, well, I don't really feel like going to any particular restaurant anyway. I'm not going shopping to a supermarket, so I'm not going to be able to buy a childish cake. So I'll just buy pizza instead. That'll be my unhealthy gift to myself this year. Whoops.
Pretty fly.
You tried to do a fabulous summon and you were stopped. Like, there was a restaurant I used to like going to, but last year we went to it, and I remember specifically it was last year because part of the problem was that I couldn't leave Sora for too long because she was a year younger than she is now, so that would have put her at like a year, well, half a year old. And my sister ordered a starter, took her 30 minutes to get that, and then after an hour, none of us had been given our mains, so we were like, we're just gonna go. And they were like, okay, here's what you owe for the starter and the drinks you had. It's like, oh, you're not gonna take that one on the chin because of the shit service or anything, are you? And refused to ever go back after that. And I really liked that restaurant. Oh yeah, I absolutely told that story when it happened because that was just ridiculous. There was another restaurant that I kind of liked going to, but that was... Like, it used to be the tradition that we always went to that restaurant and it was me, my sister, my mother, and my gran, but then after my gran passed, it was like, I don't really want to go there anymore. That was kind of like, that was the thing with her, because she liked there as well. And I thought I found a new good restaurant and it turned out to be bad. Well, they were just having a bad day, but I don't begrudge anyone having a bad day. I begrudge them not cutting us a break for their bad service. Yes, that will ruin her Babylon. Should I have picked it up? No, but did I? Yes. Whoops. It only takes one bad visit to sour a customer. That's very true, and I think that probably applies to streaming as well, honestly, which is why I lose viewers. They only have to come in at the right moment, or hear the right thing that rubs them the wrong way, and then that's it. Can I use perks to play this once to get back to her Babylon? I can. Okay, just don't pick up any red hearts. The perks pill was burning a hole in my pocket anyway, I kept forgetting to use the damn thing. Hello, Froglair. Always good to have my legal representation present. Blur. I don't know what to talk about now. As I say, I had a very boring day off. After getting soaked, I sat around doing nothing, feeling miserable. Today I was more productive. Well, I was more productive after I got caught up on all the E3 stuff I was missing. Like, that's all the E3 stuff, like, absolutely done now, right? The non-E3 Nintendo thing was the last thing. Yeah, this is a result of a reroll and poor decisions. It's also my homage to War is the H word. Because we can bounce many balls in the air. Oh, there was a sack bag there. I don't even have a spacebar item. I think this is probably leaning towards a fail, incidentally. But I knew that might happen when I rerolled the really good run. No, not the heart. Wait, where did we get another +1 HP from? I mean, I know it's empty, but where did we get it from? I only had one red heart, didn't I? How did I just generate another one? I picked up dog food, you're absolutely right. No, 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 no. Dog food gave me the 1 heart, or did I already have one prior to that? Because right now I have 2 hearts. And I should only have 1. Or did I have one before that was on a half heart and that's why... Well, we have a space prime. Not a good one, but we have one. I need to go back and watch the tape. It isn't Greed Skullet. I thought it was Greed Skullet, but it's Sack of Sacks. Unless we have Greed Skullet as well... Hang on. We have Greed Skullet as well, so as soon as I got 25 HP it gave me +1 health. Yep, that's what it was. It's a very awkward fight with Ludo. Well, at first anyway. Then you can just let the tier do its work and dodge. Sorry, I mean dodge! Ooh, get destroyed, Krampus. Yeah, we got skipping tiers, or skipping rock tiers, whatever they're called. Ludo, and Double Vision is creating the smaller one. The one that's staying at the door when we zone in, that I don't know what is causing that. Perks is useful, X-Lax is not. Lieutenant Rocks. Oh, Dimensional Baby? Is it duplicating it as soon as I enter the room every time? Because usually your tier has to pass through Multi-Dimensional Baby to do something. Because I get Double Vision is the one that's orbiting the tier I have. It's just, I don't understand. We've got like double Vision. Because that's 2 again. We don't have Quad Shot, right? Spider Mod, that's Spider Love, that's not Quad Shot. Doesn't look like it. Quadruple Vision. Oh, this is exceptionally awkward and not particularly fair. Can I have my Spirit Heart back, please? Thank you. Yeah, if the shots pass through the multi-dimensional baby, it does it. Same with the bombs, actually, which is pretty neat. It's a weird run. Even if it's not as good as the run we were having prior to the reroll, at least it's more interesting. Oh. What will that do with Ludo? The answer appears to be nothing, which is slightly expected. No hearts? No hearts. Good. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, we do have a piece of coal, so the further the ball gets away, it's going to be bigger, yeah. Ooh, it's getting overly large. Although I think it might be at its cap, like at that size. That's neat, though. Putting the bomb on multi-dimensional baby is a pretty good strategy, actually. Hello, Evil Vice Chancellor. Hey, if your balls get this swollen, you should definitely see the doctor because you might have some kind of testicular injury. You could also just be full of cum, I suppose. That one is not making it into the quotes. perks. Of course the other one lived. Hello, Rokalf. Hello, Reaper Refill. Don't hit down here again. Thank you, Crispy, for the bits. Happy birthday, you old man. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you. Also, could you prepare and at everybody for when I end this Isaac run to come join the audience for Jackbox? That's pretty good assortment. Oh, I can't control the bouncing. The bouncing controls me. Also, let's take Love Toots. I think the Love Toots might also be lightning. Love Toots 2, Electric Boogle Poo. Ah, the best bad jokes are the ones that make yourself laugh. Oh good, Steam sale. Yeah, Crystal Ball's not bad, I'll know where the boss is now. How to join Jackbox? You go here. It is free to join. I like that we have the Two of Hearts because I can use that as a fallback position if I need to. This is a terrible room for a Ludo tier. Yeah, don't use the one that's in that command because it doesn't work. That's why I linked it manually. Because you can't just do the www, you've got to do the HTTPS. For some reason. Don't think that'll work with this setup. Yeah, if I get hit one more time I have to pop. Where's the controllable tier? Alright, I found it again. I keep on losing the controllable tier, it's very disorientating. Minor epilepsy warning, I guess, because of all the flashing. Well, it's not super bad. Alright, we actually did it. Nice. For those watching After the Fact on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed and see you later.